Hotel workers of Reddit, what is the worst thing you have found in a room after a guest stay?
A dead body. Someone ended up killing themselves in the hotel room by hanging themselves in the closet. Was in there a few days before we found him.
A USB drive with 2 different versions of their obituary that they typed up for themselves.
My parents found 2 4-foot-tall Minnie and Mickey Mouse piggy banks filled with quarters once. My dad committed suicide in a hotel room back in 2004. He shot himself in the head and housekeeping found him the next day. I have always wondered if it affected the individual who discovered him. I can't imagine. I was in housekeeping for a while in the winter and a co-worker of mine found a poop in a condom tied to the microwave door. Definitely the most baffling thing I'd heard of anyone finding.
What tastes so good you can't believe it's healthy?
Garlic without a doubt.
Fruit. I love fresh and seasoned fruit. So tasty. Dark chocolate is surprisingly healthy in moderation and I'd like to add blueberries to the mix.
Matcha. I know a lot of people don't like the taste but I just love it. I drink it as is or get matcha flavored snacks.
I've been getting young sweet coconuts from the grocery store lately. The juice inside is so tasty and hydrating and supposedly really good for you.
Pistachios.
Pineapple.
Garlic. Roast that little sucker and I'll eat a whole head of it.
Roasted vegetables. Toss basically anything, cauliflower, carrots, Brussels sprouts, etc., with a bit of oil, salt, and pepper, and put in the oven at 500 F until there are a few blackened bits on them. Really delicious.
Bell peppers for sure.
If Reddit was out in the 1700 to 1900s, what would some of the most popular subreddits be?
r/ankles would be the biggest NSFW subreddit. r/beheading soft week.
r/the Somersets linking people from all over the empire.
/r/bath thoughts. /r/ the _Napoleon. /r/atavistic memes. /r/ British Empire problems. /r/ slave Twitter.
r/hell. Not only were there diseases such as yellow fever during this time, but can you just imagine how bad the hygiene was back then?
r/incest. r/fuck the British. r/ending British tyranny. r/shitmaster says. r/shitslav say. r/shit rebel say. r/shit statist say. r/cooking. r/shit colonizer say.
r/trebuchet memes.
r/I fired child lives. What will ya name him in 2 years? r/minstrels. If this actually exists as a private sub, I'm sure it's incredibly racist.
What's a job that was critical 100 years ago but doesn't exist today?
Gaslighter/lamplighter. Street lights were gas and someone would go around lighting them.
Log drivers. When cutting wood they used to put the logs in the river to let them float downstream to the mill. There were so much that they would often get stuck, so people had to help them float to their destinations. This was extremely dangerous.
Delivering blocks of ice for people to put in their ice boxes, fridges.
The stoker on trains and ships would literally shovel coal all day in intense heat.
Having to deliver water house by house, carrying it in a huge container on your back. In Spanish it was called aguatero. The job of the kid who stood on the corner yelling, "Extra, extra," read all about it.
What everyday household items are actually way more dangerous than we give them credit for?
Zippers actually cause a lot of injuries. So does frozen food. The injuries occur when people try to separate frozen items.
A mandolin slicer. Those things slice over 9,000 fingers every year. Yikes.
Irons. Did I unplug it? Do I turn my car around and head back home to check?
Clamshell packaging. That shit is designed to butcher and maim.
Space heaters. It's good to be warm and on the whole they're super effective. But they can sure go wrong. My grandmother is paranoid AF about even using them due to her mother dying in a house fire caused by an unattended space heater.
This thread is harmful to the mental health of the cautious individual.
Apparently ladders are surprisingly dangerous. You'd think it would be easy to avoid falling off one, but I've heard of it happening more than I expected. You also really don't need that high of a fall to badly hurt yourself.
Dull nights. Wet tile floors. Lots of people die.
What's the weirdest thing someone has said to you during sex?
Can I press your belly button?
You better not come in my ear. I never expressed any interest in doing that at any point to her. Also, I did not even know that was a possibility. My girlfriend and I were doing it in her dorm room, and suddenly we hear a voice and go silent. Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. It was her roommate's Alexa thing and it scared the shit out of us.
Technically after sex. I think you noticed something different about me. Girl had 2 vaginas. Internally, I discovered my 2 fingers didn't touch each other when I put them together.
Oh shit, it's my brother. He has a gun. Wait here.
Do you fuck your wife like this? My wife.
Years ago I was with a woman. I was on top and I had her legs up by her head, and she said fuck me like a pretzel. Ruined the moment, because I cracked up.
A friend's story. Banging a girl from Newfoundland. Very thick local accent. He was banging her when she looks at him and says, "Get off me, boy, I wanna suck ya off." Can we stop? My pussy's full. I'm worried my PlayStation is going to overheat.
How are some people so calm all of the time?
The power of not giving a shit.
Most things aren't a big deal.
Oh, believe me. People are always doubting my anxiety and telling me how chill I am, but I assure you, on the inside I am continuously screaming.
I was conditioned to be calm. My mother overreacts to everything and I've been through a lot of trauma.
I'm secretly screaming on the inside.
What country fascinates you, but have little to no desire to actually visit, and why?
Mongolia. You never hear anything about it, yet it's big and smack dab in the middle of Asia. North Sentinel Island, for obvious reasons.
North Korea would be a trip to see outside of the heavy-handed chores offered to visitors.
Andorra. I can't think of particular reason to visit, but I always been fascinated by the fact that it's so small that, on most maps, it's just a name and a line pointing at the Spain-France border.
South Africa.
What is a video game voice line permanently engraved into your mind?
EA Sports. IT's in the game. Should add the alternative. EA Games, challenge ever why anything.
Easily. Mario.
Black exclamation mark.
Medic.
Do a barrel roll.
I'm Commander Shepard and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
Fatality.
Hey you. You're finally awake.
Snake.
Wololo.
People that work in nightclubs, what are some of your NSFW stories?
Floor staff in a rough club in Portsmouth. You could always tell when a naval vessel had sailed in and the crew were on shore leave as our bouncer team doubled and an MP van was parked outside.
Used to work at a club during tea dances, which was basically gay night. Had one dude try to pay me to give me a blowjob. He got up to $150. I passed.